Hi, I'm Conneaut Access Television volunteer Martha Sorahan, bringing you Conneaut's hometown happenings for the week starting March 4th, 2026. If seeing is believing, a March 2nd Facebook post by Rudy Pratley on Conneaut Community Chat has generated quite a response. It states that the city is in the planning stages of a lakefront data center, but other responses hint that it could land on a 285-acre Canadian national property site south of I-90, which the city would like to develop for more industry. The post goes on to say that a Conneaut Data Center Development Committee board meeting will be formed soon. We welcome and encourage community involvement and look forward to working collaboratively with residents throughout this process, the Community Chat Facebook page post states. But if public comment pleading caution at City Council's February 23rd meeting is any indication, community response could be less than enthusiastic, although one request by a speaker that evening that a committee be formed appears to have been heard. So far, the administration has not commented publicly on the issue other than promising last week to do its homework with regard to a data center within city limits, inasmuch as data centers use tremendous amounts of electricity and water, and environmental impacts are unknown. City Manager Nick Sanford reported to City Council on February 23rd that with regard to a data center, no formal proposal is before the city in any way, shape, or form, only that things were in a conceptual stage. He had participated in a data center webinar with the Ohio Municipal League. Cleveland.com notes that Ohio, with 200 data centers, now ranks 5th in the country in the numbers of them, and nuclear energy is expected to be powering them in the future. In other news from Council's February 23rd meeting, residents questioned more than simply the data center. One woman suggested that the city had passed an emergency ordinance in October to waive a sewer tap-in fee for a future poultry processing plant on Chamberlain Boulevard in order to prohibit public comment. She had done her homework. She questioned what zoning permits are in place at that property. She said it has no sewer tie-in. She wondered who would inspect the plant, whether it's licensed, how the animal remains will be disposed and transported. She asked Council to waive action for 6 months to enable a proper review by planning, zoning, finance, utilities, and health departments. She said she found no records of where City Council discussed this issue prior to its October 14th vote. And she added that the plant's entry-level annual wage of $28,000 will not generate substantial tax revenue for the city. There will be a public hearing at 5:30 p.m. Monday, March 9th in Council chambers regarding amendments to the current code regarding residents raising poultry. Another speaker on February 23rd suggested that the city pay attention to that with regard to the number of birds, square footage per bird, and property setback recommendations, she said, will affect health and well-being of the community. Ashtabula County's NOPEC representative, Jennifer Costanzo, also offered a presentation on February 23rd to City Council about what portions of electric bills customers can and cannot control, since high electricity bills are on everyone's mind these days. With electricity transmission and distribution out of consumers' hands, all they can do is choose a supplier and reduce electricity usage. That usage should drop once daylight savings time goes into effect at 2 a.m. Saturday, March 7th, and it should be light until nearly 8 o'clock p.m. A comparison of kilowatt per hour rates is posted on applestooaplesohio.com. She also closed with some good news. Electric customers will receive $67 credits spread over 3 months starting this month as part of NOPEC's $275 million settlement with First Energy for unfair charges. Council will meet in 6 p.m. work session Monday, March 9th, following that special hearing regarding poultry owners. Thanks to students at ATEC, the Conneaut Municipal Court Renewal Court docket has a new logo. The circular-shaped green logo that says SAMI Court was selected by Conneaut Municipal Court Judge Nick Irochi with input from Renewal Court personnel. SAMI is an acronym for Substance Abuse Mental Illness, which are entrance criteria for the special court docket. In other news, Villa at the Lake has a new name. It's now Meadow Falls of Conneaut. According to Cleveland.com, New York investor and Meadow Falls OPCO LLC president Avi Lustig purchased numerous Northeast Ohio senior assisted living and memory care units that it described as being on shaky ground. Other Meadow Falls residences are located in Saybrook, Bath, and several Cleveland suburbs. Meadow Falls Conneaut is hosting a craft fair 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday, March 14th, with crafts, food, and a Chinese auction. Conneaut will soon have a new pizza restaurant. The former Chestnut Street Cafe at Chestnut and Jackson is in the process of renovation and soon to open as Between the Tracks. Social media states that Pizza Joe's had considered the property, but pulled out at the prospect of a lengthy building renovation project, so other family members took over instead. In Conneaut school news, 3 of 6 members of Conneaut High School's wrestling team, who placed at a division tournament at Kenston High School on February 28th, will wrestle at the next level tournament on March 7th. Of those 3, Wyatt Distel, Wyatt Dobrin, and Ben Griswold, Distel earned first in the 190-pound championship in the district. Conneaut High School freshman class hosts its annual spring craft fair from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday, March 7th in the Conneaut High School cafeteria with over 50 crafters and vendors, concessions, and raffles with 2 p.m. drawings. The Easter Bunny will also be making his first area visit this season. Admission is $1. Adults, students, and children are free. Later that afternoon, the second annual Spartan Fest, a fundraiser for Conneaut Athletics, opens its doors at 4 p.m. at New Leaf Event Center. The 3-hour event features live music by the student band Kings of Castles, as well as Larry and the Slack. There will also be cornhole, raffles, and snacks. This is a BYOB 21 years of age and older event. Tickets are $20. In local theater news, Arlene's Broadway on Buffalo opens its 2026 season with The Best of One Acts, an evening of 9 one-act plays with casts ranging from 1 to 5 people. It's on stage March 13th, 14th, 15th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd with showtimes 7:30 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays and 2:30 p.m. Sunday matinees at 236 Buffalo Street. March 13th is opening night at the Ashtabula Arts Center, where High School Musical Junior will be presented by a cast of 2nd through 5th grade students at 7:30 p.m. and again 7:30 p.m. March 14th and 2 p.m. March 15th. March 19th is opening night for the same show, presented by students in grades 6 to 11. The opening night 6:30 p.m. performance is sensory friendly. Succeeding shows are on stage 7:30 p.m. March 20th, 21st, and 2 p.m. Sunday, March 22nd. Check the website for tickets. Opening night is March 20th for Conneaut High School Drama Club's spring musical, Little Shop of Horrors, about a man-eating plant. Showtimes are 6:30 p.m. March 20th and 21st, and 2:30 p.m. Sunday, March 22nd. $10 general admission, $8 staff, students, and seniors. The show is rated PG-13, but children 5 and under are admitted free. The director is Austin Blair. The Ashtabula Arts Center will be holding auditions for its Straw Hat Outdoor Tent Theater. The auditions are 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. March 14th and 4 to 7 p.m. March 15th. Appointments or walk-ins are welcome. The summer schedule includes Mean Girls in June, then Wizard of Oz Youth Edition in early August. Straw Hat is, for the first time, staging its final show, Bonnie and Clyde, in mid-September. Casting information and audition forms are available on the Ashtabula Art Center website. In library news, Mocktail is the theme of Conneaut Public Library's Cookbook Club. At 1 p.m. Friday, March 6th, bring a favorite mocktail with the recipe to share. The club is for those 18 and up. Conneaut Public Library is accepting applications for its Friends of the Library Scholarship for those enrolled in or planning to enroll in an accredited college or university. High school seniors or adults are welcome to apply. The application deadline is April 10th. Kingsville Public Library's next movie matinee is 10:30 a.m. Tuesday, March 10th. The film will be Now You See Me, a thriller using deep fakes and holograms to uncover a corrupt cryptocurrency exchange. The movie and popcorn are free. A computer learning class will be offered at 2:30 p.m. March 11th and 25th. The library's next Food and Thought Cooking Club will make unstuffed cabbage rolls at 1 p.m. March 10th, and all are welcome. The library's Village Readers Book Club will discuss Where the Rivers Merge by Mary Alice Monroe at 1 p.m. Tuesday, March 17th. Cabin Fever Crafts are 2 and 6 p.m. Wednesdays at the CIMAC Welcome Center, and registration is required for all programs. The Conneaut Arts Center is hosting the annual Student Art Show from March 10th to 28th. Gallery hours are 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Tuesday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. A public awards reception is 5 p.m. Friday, March 13th. Chris Davis will lead a one-day covered bridge painting workshop, noon to 2 p.m. Saturday, March 7th, for all ages. Children must be accompanied by an adult. And Salita Devaney will lead painting of a duck pond at 5 p.m. Wednesday, March 18th. The Art Center's Art Gym Open Studio meets 5:30 to 7 p.m. Wednesdays for ages 13 and up with open access to art supplies. It's under the direction of Tom Kerrigan. Valerie Lantratoff will lead another ballet master class from noon to 1:30 p.m. Sunday, March 29th. He is a graduate of Moscow Academic Choreographic College, has had an extensive professional dance career, and is the Russian National Ballet Foundation Artistic Director. The masterclass cost is $30. Registration is required. In other local news, Kingsville Presbyterian Church monthly soup lunch is 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Friday, March 13th at Fellowship Hall, 3049 West Main Road. This month's menu is vegetable beef or green pepper soup, ham salad sandwich, dessert, and coffee, all donation only. The Conneaut Water Rescue Team's second annual Spaghetti Dinner fundraiser is 4 to 7 p.m. Sunday, March 15th at the Conneaut Human Resources Center on Mill Street. Biscotti's is providing the spaghetti. The event aims to help close the $20,000 fundraising gap of the group's $75,000 goal for training and equipment to help keep the lakefront, creeks, and rivers safe. Tickets are $10 at Chris Breck State Farm Insurance, Marcy Funeral Home, or Biscotti's. The Conneaut Ministerial Association final ecumenical Lenten worship service this season will be held 6:30 p.m. Sunday, March 15th at Good Shepherd Lutheran Church. All are welcome. Heads up that Castaways is hosting its annual community Easter egg hunt at noon Sunday, March 22nd at Township Park Bluffs for ages 2 to 12. It's held rain, snow, or shine. It's free and no registration is required. Corpus Christi fish dinners are 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Fridays through March 27th. Dine in or carry out at the Parish Hall, 734 Mill Street. Across Ashtabula County, Bissell Maple Farms' annual Maple Madness event at the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson features a pancake breakfast on Saturday morning, March 7th, with crafters, musician Lyle Heath, and farm tours. At the next History on Tap program at 6 p.m. March 10th at Cloven Hoof Brewery on Bridge Street, Jennifer Borish will present the hidden history of Lake Erie. She will talk about shipwrecks and UFO sightings. Sponsor is Ashtabula Maritime and Surface Transportation Museum. The annual Ice Wine Festival continues noon to 5 p.m. daily at area wineries with special events. Cost is $10 per person per location. A $5 designated driver ticket is also available. Good Shepherd Lutheran Church at Grove Street and Lake Road distributes free bag lunches from its west portico Saturdays 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Tuesday bingo is 6 p.m. at the Conneaut Human Resources Center on Mill Street, and the Hope Warming Center at the former IOOF Hall on Liberty Street offers free hot meals 6 to 9 p.m. Wednesdays. And this week's last but not least, polar bear plunger Tommy McCumber seeks to raise $10,000 to fund a Camp Fitch field trip for Gateway Elementary school students by encouraging brave souls to join his polar bear plunge team on Saturday, March 7th in Roaming Shores. And with temperatures forecast to be 70 degrees this year, this might be the year you decide to take the plunge. The county's polar bear plunge is for everyone, but if you prefer to stay dry, monetary donations are welcome too. Mr. McCumber's fundraising campaign runs through 4 p.m. April 30th. That's it this week from Ohio's Sharpest Corner. Until next week, I'm Conneaut YouTube channel volunteer Martha Sorahan saying so long.